Chapter 41 ended with Subaru walking with Anastasia as they made their way to the magic radio. Chapter 42 opens with a little girl and her younger brother, who are currently hiding in a shelter. It had been several hours since the witch cult had declared their siege on the city. The girl's brother was fast asleep in her lap, after crying for hours due to the chaos and being separated from their parents. The girl started to weep quietly as she relived the events of today, clinging on to the hope that someone or something will stop the witch cult. Can everyone hear me properly? Mic test, 1 2 1 2. The girl was utterly confused at the voice of the young man, which was shaky and lacking confidence. Sounds like you guys can hear me. That's a huge relief. So first of all, sorry for doing a broadcast all of a sudden. I probably scared you. Considering the circumstances, most of you must be on edge about what I'm going to say, but don't worry. This isn't the witch cult broadcasting to you now. Please know that first. The girl's eyes widened after hearing that this was not the witch cult. Next, I have to apologize for getting everyone's hopes up, because the threat of the witch cult hasn't gone away yet. We were able to retake the city hall, but they're still holed up in the control towers. Those guys' demands and the danger of the city sinking beneath the water are still in play. Please understand that as well. I'm sorry. I'm just a nobody. Like everyone else, I'm just being tossed around by fate, getting crushed under unreasonable circumstances, and so scared that my legs can't stop shaking. That kind of guy. Even the job of doing this broadcast, I only accepted it after making a huge fuss, and I still think that the burden is too heavy for me. Honestly, there are others who are more qualified to talk to everyone like this. I'm sure there are. But here I am, talking to everyone. So many people greater than I am told me that I should do it, that it won't be totally pointless, but can you hear me trembling? Speaking in front of these people isn't my strong suit. I'm not good with words, and I don't have the charisma to lead anyone. I'm weak, helpless, and even here, in such an important position, I can't help but want to run away. The little girl's brother woke up and called out to his older sister. The young girl, noticing that her brother was awake, covered his ears so he didn't get infected by the young man's cowardice. I don't know what I can do. What I really want is just to plug my ears, hold my head, hide in a corner by myself, and wait for someone else to fix everything for me. The young girl closed her eyes and started shaking her head, not wanting to let that little flame of hope inside of her burn out. But since I can't run away, I'll fight. That's just the kind of guy I am. The girl was confused and looked around the shelter, seeing that everyone else was surprised, and waited for the young man to continue. Let me ask you again, everyone listening to this voice, where are you now? Have you escaped into a refugee shelter? Are you hiding inside of your house? Are you trembling alone? Are you with someone? Are you with the person most important to you? Or even if you're next to an unfamiliar face, is it a face that you have grown to know over the past few hours? It's a pretty big request, and it might be difficult, but please don't be alone. When a person is alone, they'll just start coming up with lame ideas. I know that from experience. Trust me. So please don't be alone. Stay with someone, and if you can, look at the face of the person who's with you. Whose face do you see now? Is it someone that's important to you, or a stranger that you've spent these past few hours with? Or maybe it's a friend, but most likely, it's a wretched face. A face that's about to cry, a face that's in distress, and I imagine it's probably not smiling. No, perhaps there is someone out there who is putting up a strong face, forcing themselves to smile as not to worry the people around them. If there is, then that's an amazing person. If someone you care about is smiling this way, you should be proud of them. But now, with that in mind, compare it with the smile you know. The girl saw her brother on the verge of tears. Is this acceptable to you? The girl muttered to herself, no way. I can't accept this. I will not accept this. I also have people I cherish, friends I hold dear, and I cannot forgive whoever put those pained, sorrowful expressions on the faces of the people that I love. I don't want you to force yourself to smile. You kidding me? Quit joking around. I want to raise my voice and shout that the smile of the girl that I know should be way cuter than this. I don't want to keep losing. It would be too pathetic to give up here. There's no way I can allow it. They are the ones in the wrong. Even if you are too weak to do the right thing, to strike down those in the wrong, you should know at least what is right. And when you know that you are right, there is no way you can allow yourself to lose to those who are wrong. At least, I don't intend to surrender and bow to those guys. I want to run away, but I can't run away. I want to cry, but I can't cry. The enemy is strong, but I don't want to lose, and so I'll fight. I know I am weak and stupid, but still, I will fight. They are wrong to have made the people that I care about look like they're about to cry. So fight. I will fight, and I want you all to fight. Don't get me wrong, I said I want you to fight, but I'm not telling you to pick up a stick and fight them. In fact, please avoid doing anything so reckless. I don't want you to mob up and spill blood fighting against the witch cult. What I am asking you to fight for is not to look down. Staring at your feet isn't going to change anything. Your gaze isn't going to bore a hole in the floor, and even if it does, that won't fix a thing. So please, lift your face and look ahead. The girl obeyed and raised her head, along with the other members in the shelter. If you look around you, surely you'll meet someone's eyes. Like you, this is someone who is afraid and wants to run away. But just like you, this is also someone who doesn't want to lose. There is this person you cherish, and there is the person that you are looking at now, and if you add yourself to the list, that's already 3 people. There should be more, depending on where you are. If you can see that you are not alone, then that's enough. You are not alone. That in itself is powerful, don't you think? I don't want to see the saddened expressions on the faces of people I love, and I don't want the people looking at me now to see a miserable expression in my eyes. I'm not the only one who's so vain, weak, and stubborn, am I? Please, help me believe this. I may be weak and hopeless, but I can't give up just yet. I'm not the only coward who hates to give up. Please, help me believe it. Or, am I the only one? The girl whispered, "You're not." Who believes, even now, we can still fight? Am I the only one? The girl screamed, "You're not," at the top of her lungs along with the others in the shelter. I'm not, am I? You're not. You guys are still fighting, aren't you? You haven't been swallowed by weakness, have you? We haven't. We don't want to lose. If you are with someone important to you, hold their hand and believe in them. If you're with someone you don't know, give them a nod and assure them you'll do your best together, because neither you nor that person have been crushed by defeat or are about to give up fighting. And as long as everyone goes on fighting, I will fight to the end as well. I will fight and win. My name is Natsuki Subaru. I am the spirit arts user who defeated the Sin Archbishop of Sloth. My colleagues and I will do everything to take care of the witch cult in the city. So please believe in us and fight on. Hold on to the hands of the people precious to you and cast away the cowering part of yourself that wants to surrender. And leave the rest to me. The entire shelter erupted into deafening cheers and screaming. Anastasia praised Subaru for his amazing speech, but sighed as he completely ignored the draft that they had come up with. Julius nodded and praised Subaru as well, which stunned him and led to the usual banter between the two. Subaru tried downplaying his speech, which got Anastasia a bit annoyed as she called him out on it. They were then interrupted by Ricardo and Garfield, who, just like the others, praised Subaru's speech. Subaru continued to deny their praise, until they were interrupted by the arrival of Otto. While Subaru, Otto, and Garfield were catching up, Anastasia, wanting to get back on topic, interrupts the reunion. Alright, calm down. First off, it's nice to see that Otto is alive, and I'm sure there's mountains of things that you want to ask one another, such as what you've been up to and such, but that remark that you just made, mind telling me what it meant? The Joker, right? It's a simple story. If I let him come in right away, my survival would have been pretty much overlooked, so I cleverly asked him to wait outside for a bit. Otto then motioned for someone waiting behind the door to walk in. Sorry I'm late. Reinhard von Estrella. It's a bit late, but I've come to join you. And that sums up Chapter 42 of Arc 5. Let me know what you thought of the chapter in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.